Hello everyone and welcome to this new video in my channel Vlogrammer. So today's video is going to be a little bit different from the first one. We're going to discuss the idea of conditions in Python. So first of all, we're going to open our notebook. You must be familiar now with this procedure. So we open the Anaconda Navigator. The first time we worked on Jupyter Notebook directly, so this time we're going to open Jupyter Labs. It's almost the same, it's just visually it's a little bit different. So we're going to create a new notebook, Python tree. Let's call it conditions. Perfect.
So the first loop we're going to see is for loop, and to better understand it, let's see it in an example. So for e in a range, let's say 0 to 11, we're going to print e. I'm missing a comma here, so I will add it and run. So you can see that there's a little code here, prints 0, 1, 2, 3 until 10, and here we have 0 to 11. So the range function gives us a set of number or a series of number integers between 0 and 11, 11 not included. That's why we have from 0 to 10. So what the for function does is for every element e in this range from 0 to 11, 11 not included, it executes this code. So it will execute this code for 0, it will execute it for 1, and so on until it reaches the last element. One interesting way we can use this for loop is to display the multiplication table of a number. Let's say we want to display the multiplication table of the number 7. So we can print something like this. Print, open the brackets. So we can type something like this. So e, yes, comma, space x space 7 equals another space here, another space here, another comma, and it's equal to e times 7. I'm missing a column here as usual. Yes. So this is the first loop, the for loop.
Moving on, the second condition we're going to check is the if condition. And again, to better understand it, let's see it in an example. So number equals to 5. If number inferior to 10, colon, print inferior, else print superior. Perfect. Number is equal to 5. So what we've done here is that we created this variable called number and we assigned the value 5 to it. The condition, if the variable is inferior to 10, print inferior. If it's not, print superior. So in this case 5 is inferior to 10, it's gonna print inferior. If we have 15, we're gonna get superior. So this is what the condition if does. It checks this statement. If it's true, it gives us this value. If it's not, it gives us the other value. It works also when we have multiple conditions, and to add that we create another line that starts with elif, and elif number, if it's inferior to 0, print negative. Perfect. So as you can see now that we have another condition. So if the number is inferior to 10, we're gonna have inferior. If it's inferior to 0, we're gonna have negative. And if none of these two conditions apply, we're gonna have the superior. So let's try it. If we have minus 10, I think we need to switch it, because what we have here is it checks the first condition, right? And this condition is true. So in Python it doesn't go to the second condition. So let's switch them. So as I thought, it checks the first one, so then the second one, and so on. So we can add as much elifs as we want, but the more elifs we add, it makes the operation a little bit more complicated. So this is the second condition, f. To sum up, we create a variable, we set the condition f. So if this condition is true, it gives the output and it stops. If it's not, it checks the second condition. If it's true, it prints the output and it stops. The third condition, so on until it checks all the conditions. If none of the conditions are true, it prints else. The last condition we're going to see now is called while, and it's similar to if. Let's see it through an example. While number is, say, inferior to 5, print inf. Okay. Else print okay. So, and we set our value here. Number is equal to 5. It's equal to 0. And here we put number equal number plus 1. Perfect. So we created a variable and we assigned a value called 0. So this while function, what it's going to do is it's going to check this statement. If this variable is inferior to 0, if it's inferior, it's gonna print this one, and then it's going to add 1 to this variable, and it will keep doing this until this statement is false. When it's false, it's gonna print okay. So if we hit run now, so number is equal to 0, 0 is inferior to 5, so the statement is true. So we're gonna have print, and then number is going to change. It's gonna be number which is 0 plus 1. Number now is 1. And this is going to restart, and we're gonna check 1 is inferior to 5, true, and so on, so on, so on. So let's hit run. Exactly. So for the first value, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. For the fourth time, we had number equal to 4, while 4 is inferior to 5, then it's true, we had this value. Then we had 4 plus 1, so now number is equal to 5. So 5 is not inferior to 5, then this statement is false, then we go to the other one and we print